Hi everyone, I'm Rockin Robin from CookingMexicanRecipes.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a creamy apple cider vinegar and oil dressing that goes fantastic with Mexican food. Now to make it creamy, I'm not going to be using a mayonnaise or a sour cream or yogurt or anything like that. I'm going to be using a spice. So come on and check it out. Okay, so let's go over our ingredients, and I'm going to reveal to you what ingredient or what spice it is that's going to make this dressing nice and creamy and thick. Got any ideas? We're going to need some olive oil, and I'm using canola oil today, but you can use vegetable oil. I don't like to use olive oil only because it has its own unique flavor and doesn't work quite as well for this recipe. You're also going to need some apple cider vinegar, some honey, some dried basil, and here's our star right here. This is garlic powder, and I'm using 2 teaspoons of that. Now I want you to notice that this is the kind of garlic powder that is very fine. It's like flour. It is not granulated at all. And I see that a lot in the stores right now. It'll say garlic powder, and when I look at the container, it is not powder at all. It's very much granulated. So try and find this one. It works the best. And our last couple ingredients will be basically a pinch of salt and pepper to taste. Now all we're going to do is put everything in a blender. We really have to mix this in a blender to get this to become creamy and it gets thick. So use a blender of some sort. You're also going to need a bottle to put your dressing in. Now what I did here is I saved an old ketchup bottle, and it has a spout that has a very tiny hole in it so that when you pour your dressing it doesn't come flooding out and flood your plate. So just save one of these next time you have even another type of salad dressing, and you'll be good to go to save this recipe in it. Alright, so let's put everything in our blender. I'm measuring out my cup of oil. What I love about this recipe is it's so fast and simple, right? Our apple cider vinegar, our basil, the star of the show, the garlic powder, the salt and pepper, get all that in there, and the honey, which will need a little bit of coaxing to get out. This is going to cut the acidity a little bit of the apple cider vinegar. All right, now we're just going to blend away, and you're going to see right before your eyes how this turns into a nice, creamy, thick dressing. All right, so all we have to do is blend for just a few seconds. And that's it. Check this out. So have a look at this. Look at how nice and thick and creamy that is. Isn't that crazy? That's just amazing, isn't it? Now here I'll stick my spoon in there. You can see how thick it is. Look at that. Very, very thick. And it will stay like that most of the time, except, after a day or two in the refrigerator, it will separate some. Now because our dressing is so thick, the challenge is getting it in this bottle, but I think I can do it. So there you have it, right? Pretty good stuff. Now remember, when it goes in the fridge, it's going to separate a little bit, but it's going to stay basically pretty white like this. And just give it a good shake it up, baby, and you're good to go. All right, so I'm going to taste it. I have myself a little salad here that I've made. If I could just get the lid opened. Okay, so remember that little hole makes it nice. You can just push it out like that. It doesn't come gushing. It's beautiful, I tell you. All right, let's give this a try. Of course, I really know that it's fantastic. That is delicious. It's got a nice little tang to it from the apple cider vinegar. And I'll tell you, there's just something about this dressing that goes absolutely perfect with Mexican food. You've really got to try it. I'm going to be coming out with a Mexican recipe for tostadas, and this is a must-have recipe for that. So that's why I'm showing it to you first and now. And when you get a chance, head on over to that video and check it out and make that recipe. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link wherever it is. It's either up there or down below. And leave me a comment. I always want to hear from you. And if you have any suggestions for new videos you'd like to see me do, please leave it in the comments below. All right, we'll see you next time. Catch you later.